Now, the session is going to be 1.5 to 2 hours. We are going to cover the basic introduction overview of CPA US and enrolled agent offered by IRS. What is the criteria? What will be the cost? What to study? And what will be the support of Saraf Academy? What are the opportunities by doing both the courses? What will be the time involved? What is the eligibility criteria? Then Mr. Samarth will be teaching you some concepts relating to taxation, REG, and some FAR concepts. And then at the end, we will be going with Q&A session. Whatever your doubts are there, just I will request have patience. I'll there, unless and until your doubts are not cleared, we will not close the session. Whatever your doubts are there will be dealt with 100%. Okay? But at the end, it is better so that you are ready with all the things which is in your mind once everything is discussed from our side. So just as a basic introduction, because there are many new students also, those who don't know, generally everybody knows me, that I am in the teaching industry for since 1991. That was a young age. At the age of 6-7 standards, I started teaching. And that's a long journey. That earlier the classes and all that was there in Kolkata, even students' houses also, like the Masterji, and then grown in different aspects. Presently, we have students from at least 35 countries, entire Middle East, UK, Ireland, then you go US, Canada, Singapore, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Germany, France. I will say less. From Germany, France, the students are less, but students are there. And obviously from India. So we are catering students in the domain which last around 12 to 13 years. I am focusing on international courses, that is from US and UK. They are degree and certification courses both. The degree courses are ACCA and CIMA from UK, and CPA and CMA US from US. And then there are certification courses, enrolled agent from US, diploma IFRS from UK, then CSCA from US, and FMAA from US. These are our 8 products which we are offering. Normally, the students are satisfied. I'm not saying 100%, but it is near to 100%. They like our way of teaching, our support for the students, not only in terms of classes and everything, but even though on Sunday, somebody is having problem in doing the recordings, then he is being served, he or she. So that way we are very much committed that we need to help the students to whatever extent possible. And we generally don't boost on that we will help you in the placement and all that. Because that I think is an ethical and prime responsibility. That whenever you are connected with me, maybe through the courses or not, if I have the opportunity, I should be helping you. So there are thousands of students placed by me in India and many places, but not boosted like that humne isko place karaya. I don't think so. That is a question of boosting something. This is our responsibility as a education provider, that helping the student to get better opportunities in life. Thought since my childhood till now, more than 2 lakh students on physical mode, online mode. Since last 2014, the classes are running purely online mode. No physical classes, not because of Corona. Since 2014, it's pure online classes, live, supported by recordings. Everything we are teaching live, not that recording. Whether it's a CPA EA also, it will be fully live. Students should be attending live classes from the comfort of their home, residence, wherever they are. And after the class, they will get the recordings. Normally, I will not boost. You can go on my Google review and what the review the students has given regularly. After every 1 or 2 days, you will find the review is there by those students. And that is not bogus thing. It's a pure. You can check the student on social media, he is there or not. So that way, I'm not boosting. Simply, I'm fully committed. Obviously, you can say that for running the organization, we require money. But according to me, money is a byproduct. When I will be giving quality, when I will be thinking about you, which is my prime responsibility, then automatically the money will come. So you can say that introduction of products and all that is to earn more. But most important is to give 100% satisfaction to the students. And for that reason, we are staying in this world. And you can say that till the time I am alive, I will be doing this because I am enjoying whatever I am doing. Now, the second part, in EA and CPA, because our discussion is about these two courses only, not anything else. In EA and CPA, which are from US, CPA offered by American Institute of Certified Public Accountant and enrolled agent offered by Internal Revenue Services of US, which is certified by the US Tax Authority. So it's a certification by US Tax Authority that if you are enrolled agent certified, then in that case, you can work as a tax auditor, as a tax advisor, as a tax matter specialist for US clients, because that's the purpose of doing EA. And in CPA, we are studying whatever we are there in the EA as taxation part fully, but then other areas are there. So CPA is a degree, long drawn process, and more exams, more effort, more cost. Obviously, any student, what should be doing? What should be the course of action for them? That is my purpose and explaining between them. Will take around 15-20 minutes for this. So in EA, there are 3 exams. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Part 1 is individual taxation, Part 2 business taxation, and Part 3 more and more compliance. That is, what do you say? Assessment procedures in Indian language, we can say. Generally, I have written 6 to 8 months. Maybe somebody will take 9 to 12 months. Maximum 1 year, it will not take. 1 year course. In case of CPA, if the student is serious, the number of exams are 4. 3 compulsory, that is auditing, accounting, taxation, I can say regulation, and 1 optional paper out of the 3 subjects. The 3 subjects are bar, TCP, and IT. Generally, the students who specialize in tax, want to specialize, they have interest in tax, they go for the optional paper, TCP. But if they are having interest in finance and management accounting, they go for bar. And if somebody want to be specialist in IT area, then they go for IT paper. But the 3 papers are compulsory: accounting, FAR, auditing, tax regulation. These are 3, and then 1 optional paper out of the 3 papers. So in case of, if we take CPA, every paper will take 3 to 4 months study. So 12 to 18 months. Earlier in CPA, the validity was there for 18 months. Now they have increased the validity for 3 years. That you can complete CPA exams in 3 years. Now, normally, somebody will say, after 3 years, what will happen? Believe me, if you don't complete in 3 years, you will never complete. It's still a course of 12 to 18 months only. For enrolled agent, there is no as such validity. You need to register by paying around $18-19 odd. And then there are 3 exams, which is $256 or $258 each for 3 exams. That is the institute charges. And then in both the courses, if you go for the classes, material, then everything. Separate fees are there. For CPA, the charges are payable to the institute, the initial evaluation document. Then there is the particular state fees, then there is exam fees. If you are not giving exam in US, anywhere outside US where it is possible, India, Dubai, then there is international testing fees. That in dollar multiplied by at the rate of 85, 86 will be coming approximately 2.75 lakh to 3 lakh. It depends upon dollar value. Here also, the 3 exams are $256 or $58 each, plus $18-19 registration. multiplied by 85, 86 will give you this figure. So this I have written the payment to the institute by the student. Payment in dollar, converted into Indian currency, multiplying by 85, 86 rupees, whatever is the rate. And then if you go for the training classes, say for Saraf, then in the Saraf, the material and the training classes will be costing for EA around 60,000. And for CPA, it will be around 1 lakh. For 60,000 for enrolled agent, that includes material, that includes the training classes, live recorded, everything. The material charges in case of EA, Hawk material will be 20,000. In case of CPA, it is GLAM material, which will be costing you around 50,000. And the training class, our notes, our classes, live recorded, everything, that will cost you in EA 40,000. And in CPA, it will cost you around 50,000. So you can say that whatever the cost given here, payable by you to the US, in dollar, you add, if Saraf Academy is providing you the training class, material, everything, then in case of EA, 60,000 plus, and in case of CPA, it will be 1 lakh plus. So you can say that in EA, the total cost will be around 1.25 lakh, including training material, everything. And in case of CPA, it is 3.75 to 4 lakh, including everything. Now, normally, this is a very important aspect कि भाई सर जॉब वगैरह मिलेगा कि नहीं. देखिए मेरे को ऐसा लगता है, I feel that if you have a skill, job is there. Because you are asking for job and the employer are asking you. Match is not there. What the problem? और अगर AI वगैरह आ रहा है, generation AI, whatever, उसमें भी अपने आप को दिमाग, you need to upgrade yourself using different models. उसके लिए कोई कोर्स करने की जरूरत नहीं. I don't think so. It's my job. If Sunday morning I am free, I should be learning something new. Not a question of course. लेकिन केवल AI जानने से तो you will not develop skills. That's to become a common thing. That's a necessity, but that's a common thing. You need to have some skills which can give you, place you at some level in the organization, or you can earn on your own by doing practice, because ये सब course करने का ये भी purpose है. So I'm not going into LinkedIn. You can just go into LinkedIn and different social platforms, naukri.com, many places, Times Job, Job Indeed, जाने से फायदा नहीं है. भर्ती करके आपको जॉब मिलेगा. इन इंडिया, मिडिल ईस्ट, यूएस ज्यादा है, लेकिन दूसरे जगह भी जॉब्स आर देयर. But I've done some research on some freelancing websites, because many times when I'm saying in the video that freelancing websites are there where jobs are there, after the class you can mail us, or whoever is registered, whose mail ID is there, I will share this to all of you. These are the freelancing websites, and these are the freelancing websites we are offering accounting, taxation, and different types of management, accounting, finance related job, to even freelancer, to even professionals on contract basis. और भर्ती करके है सर यहाँ पर, because उतना खुल. So I have written कि कौन सा websites पे, कहाँ पर, what are the freelancing jobs on hourly basis, contract basis, where the websites, there are some websites where there are very lucrative, but they will want very experienced person. They will not be giving you assignments to a novice person. थोड़ा सा 2-3 साल का. So you understand, whenever we do any course, tomorrow we cannot say that we will be earning a lottery. We need to work hard after doing the course. We need to prove our worth. Then only we will be getting the opportunities. So जितना भी famous बढ़िया प्लेटफॉर्म है जहां पर आपको फ्रीलांसिंग जॉब्स मिल सकता है, वो सबका नाम मैंने, और बेसिक डिटेल वो लोग किस तरह का लोग चाहते हैं, और ये सारे स्पेशलिस्ट हैं ईए और सीपीए रिलेटेड फ्रीलांसिंग और जॉब देने के लिए ऑन योर ओन लेवल. और मैंने जैसे बोला, यू कैन डू रिसर्च ऑन, you can see on LinkedIn, on social media, by typing these words, because these are catchy words. If you do some research on SEO and all that, then you will find that these are the catchy words by which the students all over the world or professionals all over the world are searching for opportunities. आप इनको भी टाइप करेंगे, बहुत अच्छा opportunities आपको मिलेगा. You understand that if there is a job and they are employing 5 persons, the application is always 50. We need to understand. Those 5 will be selected out of 50. यही रेशियो है इंडिया में, 10 times. अब वो 5 कौन होंगे, वो तो आपको स्किल बनाना पड़ेगा ना. Not only passing the exam is enough, but need to prove that you are better than others. Every professional person having any professional qualification are not earning same. Not even in doctor, not even in any profession. So मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा कि ये सब प्लेटफॉर्म पे बस एकदम बोल रहा आ जाओ. ऑप्शन है, अपॉर्चुनिटी है. आप अपना सीवी वगैरह बना के, अपना एक्सपीरियंस बना के वहां डाल सकते हैं. शुरू में थोड़ा थोड़ा काम मिलेगा, शुरू में कम पैसे मिलेंगे, बट धीरे धीरे करके व्हेन यू शो द क्रेडिबिलिटी, then you start earning more and more. And always we want that we should be independent. कहीं पर काम करने जाएं ही क्यों, अगर खुद से कर सकते हैं. You can start after completing this course. Teaching, EA, CPA, opportunities दुनिया में है, खोजना पड़ता है. This is not a question I mean to say कि सर CPA करके फायदा होगा क्या. EA will take less time. It is focusing on taxation, US taxation. So individuals लोगों का, corporate का, S corp, C corp, partnership, जो भी entity है, आप उनका टैक्स रिटर्न फाइलिंग, टैक्स मैटर्स, टैक्स प्लानिंग, और आप अगर यूएस वगैरह में जाते हैं तो आप उनके बिहाफ में इनकम टैक्स अथॉरिटी के सामने प्रेजेंट हो सकते हैं, उनका टैक्स रिटर्न को सर्टिफाई कर सकते हैं इफ दे रिक्वायर ऑडिट एंड ऑल दैट बाय जस्ट डूइंग ईए. और अगर आप सीपीए करने जाते हैं, यू हैव नॉलेज ऑफ अकाउंटिंग, ऑडिटिंग, यू हैव नॉलेज ऑफ मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग, फाइनेंस, अदर एरियाज, तो आप एक जस्ट यू कैन सी बिकमिंग अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट. US CPA is the largest body of chartered accountants in the world. Like we say, SEMA is the largest body of management accountants in the world. Similarly, CPA US, American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, largest body of chartered accountants in the world. And they have 7 lakhs plus members, which is the highest. They are established since around 1887. You understand what is the legacy? ये सब बात अपने आप में proof है कि इन यूएस कंपनीज दुनिया भर में दे आर लीडिंग द वर्ल्ड. वेदर दे विल लीड द वर्ल्ड आफ्टर 10-15 years आई डोंट नो, बट अभी 15-20 साल तो यूएस विल लीड. एंड देयर आर कॉर्पोरेट्स, देयर आर एफडीआई इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, देयर आर इंडियन कॉर्पोरेट्स डूइंग बिजनेस विथ यूएस. तो उनको सीपीए इनरोल्ड एजेंट की जरूरत पड़ेगी, बिकॉज डिमांड इज मोर, सप्लाई इज लेस. सो यू कैन सी दैट इट्स अ गुड कोर्स, will help you in growth of your career. For enrolled agent, the eligibility is 18 years, no qualification. You are arts, you are science, you are having commerce background, doesn't matter. आपको टैक्सेशन पढ़ना है और सर्टिफिकेट लेना है और मेंबरशिप कंटिन्यू करना हर 3 साल में, जैसे कि यू बिकम अ सर्टिफाइड टैक्स प्रैक्टिशनर, सर्टिफाइड बाय IRS. और सीपीए के अंदर एलिजिबिलिटी इज स्लाइटली अ डिफिकल्ट पार्ट. Just 2 minutes more. मान लीजिए अगर हम लोग जनरली बोले सीपीए के लिए एलिजिबिलिटी रिक्वायरमेंट्स, it is BCom plus 1 year. I am assuming BCom 3 year because 4 year BCom started in India from this year or last year. So once BCom 4 year done, then to you are directly eligible. But if BCom 3 year done, then plus 1 year diploma, or maybe CA, CWA, CA center, or maybe any masters, MBA. आप कुछ भी किए हैं तो इन दैट केस आपका एलिजिबिलिटी आता है. कोई बोलेगा सर मैंने बीकॉम नहीं किया, केवल सीए किया है, तो भी चलेगा. कोई बोलेगा सर मैंने बीबीए किया है, बीकॉम नहीं किया, तो भी चलेगा. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड कि अगर आपने कोई कोर्स ऐसा किया है, ग्रेजुएशन मिनिमम चाहिए, ग्रेजुएशन आपने किया है जो कि प्योर अकाउंटिंग या दूसरे फील्ड में है, तो आपका जो क्रेडिट आवर का कैलकुलेशन वो पूरा नहीं हो रहा है. उसके लिए आपको कोई ब्रिज कोर्स करना होगा. मार्केट में भर्ती है ब्रिज कोर्सेस, जहां पर आपका कॉस्ट कम हो, जो सीपीए का सिलेबस से इट इज रिलेटेड, आप वो करके एलिजिबिलिटी ला सकते हैं. वी कैन हेल्प यू टू गेट द एलिजिबिलिटी and we can tell you exactly what you need to do so that you will be eligible for doing CPA course. Eligibility is a formality, need to be completed, need to be fulfilled. The most important part is study. You need to study rigorously around 2.5 hours regularly for approximately 18 months. Then you will be able to clear the course. Or if a student is committed, they are consistent, definitely they will be able to do. In our case, we are offering the GLIME material in our fees. The GLIME material, you can see, you can go on the GLIME website. It is a premium module, which is offered on their website at around $2,600. With the discount, they offer at $1,700. That material is available at 50,000. Maybe somebody want to do self-study, should not be, because if you refer a tutor, that tutor will help you, guide you, will be able to perform better fast. But still, if somebody don't want to go for classes, you can go only for the CPA material, also GLIME material. In case of enrolled agent, the eligibility is 18 years. And in case of enrolled agent also, the HOC material student can take if they don't want classes. But if they go for the classes, they will be able to complete the course curriculum faster, because a teacher who has experience of teaching the subject knowledge, then they know where to focus, where to help the student to clear it. Then in that case, they can do faster calculation and faster exam passing. There is nothing in this world which cannot be studied self. Whatever we are teaching, ACCA, CIMA, CPA, Indian, CSC, anything can be done self-study. Self-study will take more time, more research, more efforts, but it is possible. So if you go for the classes, the ease is there. The teacher knows that what to teach, how to teach, from where to teach, where it can be done faster, where the focus need to be given, what are important areas in the syllabus. That help is there. And I'm not questioning, but the money, training classes fees is not high in our case. It is normal only, which can cover our expenditures. Now, Mr. Kausal will be starting some discussion about some concepts of, sorry, not Kausal, Mr. Samarth. Mr. Samarth will, extremely sorry. Mr. Samarth will be explaining something, concepts about what I should say, FAR and REG and taxation area. Okay, over to you, Samarth.
Good morning, everyone.
Screen share, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, otherwise we are not able to see you.
So first, we are discussing about the reg. So reg is a regulation subject. Mainly, I'll say the name is tax. For EA, for CPA, mainly the reg remains the similar. Mainly, there is not a lot of change will be there. So if I just combine the reg paper and the TCP paper, it will become the EA itself. So we are just taking one topic from EA, I would say. Mainly, I think everyone heard about Indian taxation. Like if you are working, definitely you have filed your taxation or somebody else is filing for you. So definitely you have heard about how to file, or mainly how you can file your income tax within India. See, within India, mainly if you have to file your taxes, like if I am an individual, I can file my taxes individually only. I'm a sole, either I'm a sole proprietor, I'm doing a business, sole proprietorship business. Either I'm an individual, I'm doing a job, I'm getting a salary, I'm just providing my services. Suppose if you are a chartered accountant, you are giving your services, you are getting a money, you have to pay the taxes on your own, individually. So mainly in India, we have to file the taxes individually. If you are doing a business, that will go under the different concept. Like if you have a partnership business, you have to go filing according to the partnership. If you have a company business, there are different scenarios for that. But for the individual, there is only one scenario. If you are an individual, you have to file your taxes individually. If suppose I am married, still I have to file for myself, for my wife, for my spouse. Separately, I have to file. But in US, the things will be different. Mainly in US, there are multiple ways you can file your income tax. So what are the cases? So You can file your taxes as a single, means I'm a single person. I'm not married now. So I can file my income tax individually. The second is merit filing jointly. Like me and my spouse, we want to file our income tax jointly. Means क्यों मैं बार बार खर्चा करूं दोनों का अलग अलग? Why I should pay the expenses differently? एक income tax and both the persons will be filed. Their income taxes will be filed. Next is merit filing separately. So suppose me and my wife is living separately. So in that case, the income tax is not saying, yes, you are married, so you have to file jointly. It's not compulsory. Me and my wife is living separately, so we can file our income taxes separately as well. It depends on the specific status. Next is head of the household. So that is a different thing. Just like we discuss about HUFs in India. So that is the similar thing, but HUF work in a different way. They have a businesses as well, but here the head of household is different criteria. Like I'm a person who is heading my family. I'm just covering more than 50% of the expenses of the family. So I'm a head of household. So I can file myself as a head of household. So US tax department considers that you are a head. You are covering the expenses of a lot of people in your family. So you will be getting some benefits as a head of household. And next is a qualifying widower. If somebody is a widow, so they'll get a different status within the income tax. So we'll be discussing about each and every status separately. The first is single. Like I'm a single person, even I'm unmarried, even I'm divorced, even I'm legally separated individual. I'm married, but I'm separated now legally. Not I'm saying that okay, I'm separated. Legally, I have to separate it, then only I can file a single status. So you are unmarried or legally separated from your spouse under divorce or separate maintenance decree. In that case, you can file your income taxes as a single status. You can take a single status and file your income taxes, but you have to clearly mention to the income tax. It will not just like in India, you have filed your income taxes and everything is done. They'll check everything because there is one thing which is very important in US. If you don't file your income taxes correctly, you'll get a notice. That is 100% confirmed. And there the penalty is also not like, it will be like you have ultimately made a some sort of fault of $10,000 or $20,000. You'll not get a penalty of that. You'll get a penalty of approx 3 times or 4 times of what you have to pay. Even there is an imprisonment provision as well. Because according to them, if you're not able to file your income taxes correctly, you are doing a fraud with the government. So that is something very important. So that's why the filing is very important. If you don't file correctly, ultimately your income tax will not be processed and the government will be penalizing you. So now the standard deduction that will be allowed in 2024, in 2025, there's a different deductions that is yet to come. I think it around 2-3 days back, it is there, but not yet applicable. So standard deduction is $14,600 for 2024. Just like if you are a salaried individual in India, you will be getting a standard deduction of 75,000. In same way, in US, if you are a single person, you are filing as a single taxpayer. So standard deduction is 14,600. Means suppose if you are earning an income of $20,000 and you are a single person, you will be getting a deduction of 14,600 and you have to pay the taxes over $5,400. So for example, we can say Alex is having an age of 28, is unmarried, is supporting only himself. So that is a single person. If Alex is supporting their parents, their family households, then it will become a different criteria. If Alex is only supporting to himself, he don't have any valid claims, then Alex can file under the single criteria. The next criteria we have is married filing jointly. What is married filing jointly? Just like you and your spouse, you want that, no, we don't want to file separately, because separately involves cost. Because if I am an individual, I am going to a tax expert, I have to pay differently. My spouse is also going, so I have to pay to the different 2 times for the tax return. But now the income tax department is giving you some sort of benefit that you can file your income taxes jointly. So you and your spouse, if you are legally married, you can file your income taxes jointly. So married couples who combine the income and deductions on one return. So what will happen? In a single income tax return, your income, your spouse income will be recorded. And you will be getting a single deduction. Just like 14,600 you will be getting in as an individual. Now the deduction will be doubled. Suppose, what is the benefit here? You can ask, what is the benefit? If deduction we are getting is same, then what is the special benefit? Like, there is a possibility that you are earning less, your wife is earning more. Or there is a possibility that I am earning more, my wife is earning less. Just like if this is something happens in India, I can say a lot of people will be benefited. But this benefit is not available in India. In US, we have a benefit like this is mostly providing the benefit like when I'm earning more, my wife is earning less, my wife is earning more, I'm earning less, I'll get a benefit because the deduction remains the same. And most probably, if I'm paying more taxes, I'll have there is a possibility my wife is earning less than 14,600. Still will get the benefit. So eligibility is you are married and both of you and your spouse agree to file together. If they both will not agree, the income tax cannot be filed jointly. If both will agree, then it can be filed jointly as well. The standard deduction is $29,200. This is a standard deduction. So if you add 14,600 and 14,600, you will find out it is 29,200 only. Just like there is one example, Emily and Chris are married and file one tax return together. This is married filing jointly. So if you and your spouse wants to file the income taxes as a single return, you can do that. In US, it's allowed. Next is married filing separately. So there is a married couple, but they want to file the income taxes separately. It's not like if you are an married couple, you have to file jointly only. No, this is not compulsory. If you don't want that, you don't want to file jointly, you want to file separately only. So you can do that. So married couples who choose to file individually, that are married filing separately. It's not compulsory. If you are a married couple, jointly filing the return is not compulsory. You can file as an individual as well. Like husband is a separate individual, wife is a separate individual. You are married but choose to file the separate tax returns, so that is fine. You can do that. And in that case, you will be getting the same deduction as you are getting individually, $14,600. So here is an example. Jordan and Taylor are married but file separately due to personal preferences, so they can do that. It is completely allowed. The next is head of household. Just like we are discussing about the person who is only bearing his own expenses. There is a member who is just bearing his own expenses, then that person will be filing individually. But if I'm saying I have a lot of dependents, my mother, my father, there is a possibility my mother, my father, other relatives are there. I'm just making the payment of more than half of the expenses for their livelihood. I'm giving like the total expenses of my house is $30,000 and more than $50,000 will be borne by me. So in that case, if I show the proofs, I can show the claims to the income tax department, I can file myself as a head of a household. And every member also just sign on the document that yes, this person is head of a household. This person is bearing all the expenses. Then I'll come under the head of household. So I'm an unmarried individual who pay more than half the cost of keeping up a home for a dependent. So in that case, like you must be unmarried and have paid more than half the cost of keeping up a home. You'll get a deduction of 21,900. So deduction amount has been increased. So government is just thinking about you. The government is saying, oh, you are bearing all the expenses of your home, more than 50% of the expenses. So you can considered as a head of a household. Like here is one example. Riley is a single parent supporting 2 children. Or you are a children and supporting your 2 parents. That is also comes under the same criteria, head of a household. You are unmarried. Even if you are married and you are separated, still you can file under this head of a household. Only the deduction amount will increase. And the last criteria is qualifying widow. Widowed individual with a dependent child can use this status for 2 years after spouse death. So I would say this is very important topic because every time they ask the question out of this topic, either it is EA, either it is reg, it will be tested. So we have to take the 2 years of criteria. Like if someone's spouse, not a male member, not a female. For the female member, if the male member has died, and for a male member, if female member has died. So you will be the part of a qualifying widow. You are a part of qualifying widow. You are a widow individual and you have a dependent child. You can use this status for 2 years, not for more than 2 years. So tax department is saying that you have just 2 years. For 2 years, we can give you the benefit, not more than that. You have to search for whatever you want. You can search for that. And we are only giving you the benefit for 2 years. And that is also given only when you have a dependent child. If you don't have a dependent child, then still you will not get the benefit. So if you are a widow individual with no dependent child, you will not get this benefit. But if you are a widow individual and having a dependent child, you'll get the benefit for 2 years from the spouse death. So suppose spouse died in past 2 years and you have a dependent child, you'll get the benefit. So standard deduction is for married filing jointly. You can see in the married filing jointly, you have a deduction of $29,200. Here also the same deduction is there. STEM's spouse passed away and is supporting their child, so they are eligible as a qualifying widow. So mainly these are the standard deductions for 2024. If you are a single, 14,600. If you are married filing jointly, 29,200. If you are married filing separately, again 14,600, which is for the single. Head of household, definitely the deduction will be more. If you are a qualifying widow, you are getting a double deduction, whatever the deduction you are getting in case you are filing jointly, the same deduction you are getting here. And guys, I have one chart, I would say. With this, you'll get an idea that how the incomes are increasing and how the persons are filing under the single filers. So mainly this is something is a bar chart which will be ultimately indicating the federal income tax brackets. Mainly approx 10 million people are filing under 0 to 11,600. So this is something is a chart which is showing the status, how. So you can find out there are more people who are filing under more amount. So single filers will be regularly increasing in US. Mainly lot of people I had met those who want to file under the single status only, because single status is one of the simple status and more benefits will be provided in that case. If you are going jointly, or there is a lot of issues will be there, like you have to, as a tax return preparer, you have to connect with both the parties, both the husband and wife. You have to connect with both. Sometimes there is an issue that mainly one person is having a different income, other person is having a different income, so there is some problem. But for the single filers, it is more easier to file the income taxes. That's why they prefer to file under the single filers, as a single filers. So guys, this is the topic. So this is something about the, I would say, about the filing status under IRS. So this is very, very important topic which we have discussed today. So when we start with our sessions, we'll discuss in more detail each and everything. We'll discuss some examples as well. Here we cannot take example because the time is less. So can we discuss about the FAR then? Or we just...
Yes, 10-20 minutes we can discuss FAR also.
Okay.
Yeah.
One second. Okay. The very first thing I want to know from everyone, guys, what do you think about the financial statements? How many financial statements are there? Anyone? Like if you are from the accounting background, definitely you have an idea about this.
Balance sheet, profit and loss account, and
Okay.
cash flow statements.
Okay, great. And what about others? 5. Yes, can you please let me know, Pritish, which 5 statements are there?
Sir, it is a income statement,
Okay.
income and expenditure statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement, statement of equity, and notes to account.
Notes to
These
accounts.
these are the 5 financial statement we usually prepare
Okay.
for any.
Okay. So notes to account, is it the part of financial statement, or is it just an annexer to the financial statement? What do you think?
No, it is directly not part of financial statement, but it is a important part to understand those 4 financial statements.
Okay, perfect.
It is compulsory to present the notes to accounts.
Yes, it is like when you are solving any question of accounting, what do you do? All the workings, all the calculation part, you will not show within the financial statement. What do you do? You'll say that, okay, this is the value of PPE, property, plant and equipment, or the fixed assets. And if you want to know how many types of equipment I have, how many types of assets I have, you can just look into the notes. So that is
Yes.
the reason why we prepare the notes to accounts. So notes to account is nothing like, we do not show everything on the face of the financial statement. Whatever we don't show in the face, we have to show it in the notes to accounts. So yes, there are 4 financial statements which usually the company prepares. One is cash flow statement. The second is statement of earnings. We also call it as an income statement. Then the third name is statement of changes in equity. And the last one is statement of financial position. We call it as a balance sheet. So the first statement, here you have a live example of Amazon, Amazon.com Incorporation. So they have prepared the statement of cash flows. So these are the multiple companies who are combined, because what happened, the large companies keep on acquiring the smaller companies. So they don't prepare the individual financial statement, they prepare the consolidated financial statements. So you will find out the name consolidated. Consolidated statement of cash flow, consolidated statement of earnings. This will be there. So if you can see, they are following in the statement of cash flow is, what is the statement of cash flow first of all? So in the balance sheet, you will find out the cash balances. So if the cash balances is already there in the balance sheet, so what is the need to prepare the cash flows, statement of cash flows? Ultimately, the statement of cash flow is required because the cash is most important asset of the company. And everybody wants to know how the cash balance is changing, how the cash balance is increasing or decreasing. What is the reason for that? Whether the reason is operating activities, whether the reason is investing activities, or the reason is financing. We normally want to finance our operation not from taking a loan, not from issuing a equity. We normally prefer to finance our operations by the operating activities only. Like whatever we are earning, we are just investing that money within our businesses just to increase the value of the business. So we want to earn more and then invest in the business rather than taking a loan. So if this type of thing you want to analyze, you can easily analyze it through the cash flows. Like what I do, I'll just check the cash flow from 3 scenarios: from operations, from investing, and from the financing scenario. The first is operating activities. You can see they are following an indirect method. In US, direct method is not allowed. So there are 2 methods to prepare a cash flow statement. One is direct method, the second is indirect method. Direct method is not allowed as per US GAAP. It's not allowed. Even as per IFRS, mainly it is allowed direct method, but there are 99.9% companies who are using indirect method. So that's why we will follow the indirect method only. So indirect method starts with the net income. We'll do some adjustments for the non-cash expenses, non-cash incomes. They do that adjustment to reconcile the net income to net cash from operating activities. Then they adjust the change in operating assets to the liabilities, like increase in assets and decrease in liabilities will be subtracted, and decrease in assets, current assets, and increase in current liabilities should be added. Wherever you are showing the negative, like there is an increase in the inventory balance, that's why it is shown as negative. If you can see, this is shown as negative because it is indicating the increase in inventories balance. So again, there is an increase in AR, there is an increase in other current assets, there is an increase in the current liability. That's why it is positive. There is a decrease in accrued expenses and decrease in unearned income. So all the current assets and the liabilities will be adjusted, and we get the cash flow from operating activities. You can see the cash provided by operating activities is something which is 46,752. Every year it will be increasing. Next, we have investing activities. In the investing activities, I would say whatever the assets we purchase, whatever the investment we do, whatever the sale of assets will be there, sale of investment will be there, it will be adjusted within the investing activities. Like purchase of property, plant and equipment, then sale of property, plant and equipment, then if we are acquiring any investment, we are selling any marketable securities, we are purchasing any securities, so it will be adjusted here. So investing activities remains negative only. Why? Because investing activities is only meant for showing how much investment we are doing. More is the investment, better is the profitability of the company in the future. And the last is the financing activities. Financing means from where we are getting the finances, from where we are getting the money. We are getting the money from loans, from equity, from where we are getting the money. Like here it is, the company is repurchasing their common stock. Company is getting the money from short-term debt. Company is making a payment for the short-term debt. Company is getting money from long-term debt. This is something being shown in the financing activities. Then we are getting a ending cash balance. So cash flow statement is only meant for reconciliation of beginning cash and the ending cash. Previous year cash to the current year cash. How the previous year cash balance is changing to the ending year balance. So what is the reason of changes? Is it operating? Is it investing? Or is it financing? How the balance is being changed. Next is, we are coming to the statement of earnings, statement of operations. It is like an income statement only. In the income statement, you will find out the revenue of the company, like company is getting the revenue from product sales, from giving the service sales. This is how they are getting the revenue. Then they are making an expenses like cost of goods sold, any fulfillment expenditure, technology expenditure, sales and marketing. These are the operating expenses. Operating income is 12,248. Then interest income they are earning because definitely they have investment in the marketable securities. They are getting some interest from there. Then they are paying some interest as well because they have taken a long-term debt or short-term debt. So total non-operating income or expenses 18,184. It is negative. So income before income taxes will be negative. They are getting the tax benefit 3213. So net income is negative. The basic EPS and diluted EPS is also negative in 2022. But you can see it is increasing in 23 and 24. It is increasing. Net income is becoming positive in the next year. It is 30,425. It is 59,248 in the third year in 2024. And you can see the basic EPS and diluted EPS is also increasing. So a lot of things are there, like you'll find out the basic EPS, diluted EPS. These are some topics which normally we do as a part of CPA syllabus. We do it in FAR, how to calculate the basic earning per share, how to calculate the diluted EPS earning per share. This is the part of the syllabus. Then the next statement we have is a statement of comprehensive income. What is comprehensive income? See what happened, like normally we only heard about one type of income, which is net income. But the companies also have the income from income as the other comprehensive income. And when you combine the net income and other comprehensive income, you will get the comprehensive income. So comprehensive income includes two types of income. One is net income and the other comprehensive income. And what is other comprehensive income? There are some incomes, there are some income or losses which we cannot include as the part of net income because it is either not realized or it is either as per the concept, it cannot be included in the income statement. So we have prepared a separate statement, a statement of comprehensive income, in which we include the OCI, other comprehensive income. So there are 4 items which we can include under the other comprehensive income. One is pension benefits. The other one is any gain or loss from the foreign currency translation. Next is like any unrealized gain or losses on the available for sale debt securities. Then we have another one we have is like any gain or loss on the we can say that if any liability is recorded at its fair value, then whatever the gain or loss is being borne by the company, that will be the part of OCI. So there are 4 items in total that is the part of OCI. So you can see they have included the foreign currency translation adjustment. They have a loss in 2022, they have a gain in 23 and gain in 24. Then available for debt sale debt securities. So any unrealized gain, unrealized losses, that will be included here. And this is the total they are getting. So in the total other comprehensive income is 3,111. and they added the net income and the other comprehensive income. The total comprehensive income is 5833. So comprehensive income is nothing. It is net income plus OCI. Net income is 2722. OCI is 3111. So total they are getting is 5833. In the second year, 30,425 is the net income and 1,447 is the other comprehensive income. So that will be increasing. Again, it will be increasing in 2024. So there are two ways to show the OCI. You'll prepare one statement, and in that statement, you include the net income as well and other comprehensive income as well. The second option you have is to prepare the two consecutive financial statements. One is a statement of operations or a statement of earnings, which can show the net income of the company. The other statement is a statement of comprehensive income, in which you include the net income with the OCI. And when you prepare a separate statement, the net income is the starting number. So we start with net income, we include the OCI, and we calculate the comprehensive income. So they are following the second way. Two consecutive financial statements they are preparing. But it is not considered a separate statement. It is considered as a statement of income only. Next we have is balance sheet. I think everyone have an idea about the balance sheet. We also call it as a statement of financial position. So in balance sheet, we satisfy the accounting equation. Asset is equal to liability plus equity. So the first thing is, in the balance sheet, we start with the assets, and more liquid assets will be coming first. Cash and cash equivalent is a more liquid asset, so it will be coming first. Then second, marketable securities, then inventories, then AR. Then we show the fixed assets, and fixed assets will be termed by the name of property, plant and equipment, PPE. They are only showing property and equipment, that is fine, but it is mainly a PPE, property, plant and equipment. Then any operating leases, it is also considered as an asset, goodwill or other assets. It is being included and the total assets will be there. Then for the liability and equity, we can say current liabilities, non-current liabilities, and equity is nothing. Equity is a share capital. Just like in India, we have a equity shares. In US, we have a common stock. In India, we call it as a equity shares, but in US, we call it as a common stock. You can see here we have 0.01 is the par value, 100,000 shares authorized, 10,898 and 11,108 shares issued. They have issued separately, so they are writing separately. Out of 10,898, 10,383, that is, we can say 10,898 minus 10,383. It means 515. These shares, they have buyback. These shares, they have buyback. And in US, we call it as a treasury stock. Buyback of own stock is known as treasury stock. So whatever the difference is coming in the issued and the outstanding stock, that is coming because of buyback. In the same way, out of 11,108, only 10,593 stocks are outstanding. So again, that is a buyback. So you can see they are writing treasury stock at the cost. Then we have an additional paid-in capital. It is same as a securities premium. Then we have a accumulated OCI. So whatever the OCI balance is, OCI balance will be transferred to the accumulated OCI. The total of, just like all the income, net income the company earns, it will be transferred to the reserve and surplus in India. But in US, we call this as retained earnings. In the same way, for OCI, we have an accumulated OCI. Whatever the OCI balance the company generates every year, it will be transferred to the accumulated OCI. Then we have a retained earnings, and the total is total stockholders equity. And when we combine the total stockholders equity and the total liabilities, we get total liabilities and stockholders equity. Any doubt till this point, everyone? Yes? Anyone? Now here we have a last statement, a statement of stockholders equity. So in the statement of stockholders equity, they have divided, you can see whatever the heads we have, the preferred stock, the common stock, the treasury stock, APIC, accumulated OCI, retained earnings, everything will be converted into a specific column. You can see we have a column of shares. We have a column of treasury stock. We have a column of APIC, additional paid in capital. We have a column of accumulated other costs, comprehensive income, retained earnings. So they are given with the balance as of January 1, 2022. Then whatever the changes are coming, like net loss will be adjusted with retained earnings. So we are including the net loss within the retained earnings. Then whatever the other comprehensive income loss will be there, it will be the part of accumulated OCI 3111. Then whatever the stockholders stock-based compensation and issuance of employee benefit stock. So if we are giving the shares, so that will be coming here. In terms of amount, it will be coming here. Then mostly when we give the stock, additional stock, we give it from the APIC account. So APIC account will be adjusted. So whatever the money we are getting, par value we are getting, we are going to add it here. Whatever more than par value we are getting, that is security premium, that will be added here. If common stocks are repurchased, so 46 million stocks have been repurchased, so number of stocks is going down, and 6,000 is the cost of treasury stock. Then we get the balance as per 2022, December 31st, 2022. Then again, we are moving to 2023. We added the net income. We added the other comprehensive income and stock-based compensation and issue of employee benefit plan stock. So that is something being added to the shares, then amount of the shares, par value, and to the APIC account. Then again, we make an addition for the next year, 2024. That income is being added, other comprehensive income is being added, and the stocks being added. 210 million stocks have been issued. 2 is the par value and 21,839 is the additional paid in capital. So this is the balance we have. So number of stocks we have is 10,593. We can say 111 is the par value. 7837 is something we have in the treasury stock. In the APIC account, we have 120,864. Then we have a balance within the accumulated OCI, which is 34 million negative. In the retained earnings, we have 172,866. And the total stockholders equity balance is 285,970. These all the financial statements are usually the company prepares. Normally after this, we have a notes to accounts. Notes to accounts are also prepared according to the accounting policies, according to the standards of the company, which the company is following. According to that, it will be followed. It will be prepared. Like in note 1, we have to always provide the accounting policies, the business description, the supplemental disclosures. This will be provided under note 1. Then note 2, note 3, everything is specific. You cannot change. Whatever you are showing in the previous year annual report, in the same way you have to show in the current year annual report as well. This is something will remain year by year. Yes, so before we just wrap up this, let me know your doubts, everyone. anything, any specific doubt, any conceptual doubt, anything regarding FAR or whatever we have discussed?
Anybody has anything to ask? Any question relating to the area which is discussed by Samarth sir? Relating to FAR and REG or EA, whatever he discussed, anybody has any question? No problem. So we are proceeding. Now, just to summarize what we discussed up till now. We have discussed, you can say, the basic requirement for enrolled agent and CPA course, the course structure, the question, I mean to say, the subject, exam pattern. Exam pattern I have not discussed so much, but you can say what will be the material, what will be the charges, what will be the eligibility, what are the opportunities by doing this course, and what are the freelancing websites where you can get freelancing opportunities by doing these courses. Maybe partial completed, then also it's you need to search for that, you need to apply for that, you need to upload your CV and all that. Then they will be pulling you in the pool and they will be allowing you to go for the freelancing jobs. And the classes will be there live on Sunday. This is 8 to 10. And on Friday, 8 to 10 in the evening, 8 to 10 p.m. in the evening. 2 days in a week. If required, then we will have 3 classes also. But I think that if we study 2 classes of 2.5 hours each, and then we do self-study, then we will be able to breathe with the classes, and EA will be completed in approximately around 9 to 12 months, and CPA will be completed in around 12 to 18 months. Subject to, you can say, ifs and buts of any student. But normally we will have a target that if we start now, then by the end of the next year, 2026, CPA will be completed, all the 4 subjects, and EA will be completed by maximum June, because in EA, the exams are not there in March and April, 2 months. Otherwise, entire 10 months exams are there. So maybe if a student prepare properly, they can give exam by February. But maybe if they don't able to prepare for last group and all that, then maybe in May or June, they will be giving exams. So by June 2026, your EA will complete. And by December 2026, you will be able to complete your CPA. Now, I can just say that if you are a student or if you are a professional, in whatever category you falls, the opportunities are there based on enrolled agent and CPA. It's just that you require a commitment and consistency, because most of the students are working professionals. So they are busy, even busier than us. So when they are busy, then obviously they will get less time to study, but you have to have the consistency. These courses are not simple. If you consistent, if you regularly study, and at the same time you give the exam on regular basis, then in that case you will be able to pass and you will be able to grow. So according to me, the 2 words, consistency and commitment, is required. Rest all can be taken care by us. In our classes, ultimately, Mr. Samarth will be taking the classes, but I will always involve in the classes, and you will be able to ask doubts from me also. Somebody will say that I don't have accounting background. You want basic classes relating to accounting, finance. There are so many classes running with us, even for 10 pass out student, 12 pass out, the basic debit credit also, that also can be available. There is no problem. If somebody is having non-financial, non-accounting background and say doing EA course, because in EA there is no eligibility requirement. So that is possible, that can be done. Even in taxation, just now when Samarth explained, you must have understood so much accounting is not required. What is your income, how you are getting the income, which category you are falling, what will be the exemptions you will be getting. But wherever you will find problem, I am always there. It's not that Mr. Samarth is only there. I am always there as a backing for your support, to help you to pass the exams, for your registration, for all the things we are there. So before ending the closing it, if somebody joined late or if somebody already there from the beginning, whatever your doubts are there, please ask, because I am sitting here. We are sitting here for that purpose only. In the morning we are there that we can clear your doubts. So what are the doubts, what questions you have, please ask.
Sir, extreme apologies. I joined a little late.
No problem. Tell me, what do you want to know?
So what are the 4 subjects in course curriculum of CPA?
In CPA, there are 3 compulsory subjects.
Okay.
One is FAR. The second one is auditing and assurance. The third one is REG regulations. And the fourth one, which is optional out of the 3 subjects. That optional subjects may be BAR, may be TCP, may be IT. Just I am showing you. Maybe with the visual presentation, you will be able to understand better. And others also.
Right, sir.
The core
Sir,
subjects, each financial accounting, auditing, and regulation. These are compulsory for everyone. And if you go into detail, these are the questions which they will be asking. This is the syllabus content. Okay? I'm not reading that. Now
right, sir.
there are optional subjects out of the 3. The first one is BAR, the second one is TCP, the third one is ISC. Now, BAR is basically related with finance, management, accounting. Earlier in CPA, there was a subject which was BAR as a compulsory, they have included here. The TCP is more advanced level of taxation and regulations. And the information system and control, every course, not only CPA, are focusing on AI, automation, robotic process automation, because those things are very important in life. So there is a subject for that. Normally, the student go for BAR or TCP, students going for ISC less, but still student can select out of the 3 anyone. So these are the 4 subjects.
Okay, sir. And the passing marks is 50%, right? In all of
75%, sir. 50% is MCQ and balance is simulation type. Simulation is also MCQ. This is written question, how much is MCQ, how much is simulation. But simulation is also one scenario. Based on the scenario, 5-6 questions are there. All are multiple choice, filling the blanks like that. And MCQ is for multiple choice. The passing criteria is 75% graded basis. That means out of 100, we need to score 75 to pass the exams. Somebody will think it is difficult. Obviously, it is not easy, but not that way you are thinking is difficult, because in multiple choice question, if without study you sit in the exam, normally 30-35% you can score without any study. So anywhere where multiple choice questions are there, the passing criteria should be higher. Graded basis means because maybe some questions are more trickier, some are easy. Which area you have performed how. So it's not, we can say in simple language, 100 में 75 लाना है. It's a graded basis. They grade based on their criteria कि 75 को कैसे count करेंगे. You can say an average score of 70 to 80. आप ऐसा सोच लीजिए. Out of 100, 70 to 80 you need to score to pass the exam. In case of enrolled agent, out of 130, we need to score 105.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Then, any doubt anybody has? Amit Kumar, Jay, Mahbub Ibni, Ravi Kumar, Abu Sajjad, Santosh, Susmita.
Sir, you can please share this PPT also?
Why not, sir? This is there freely available on my website. We will share.
Okay, sir. I will download from there, sir. No issues. Sir.
Even
Thank
if you inquired with us, then in the
Yes,
mail, when we sent the mail, in that mail, this PPT is there. But I will mail to all of you. Don't worry. You don't need to do research. But अभी सामने बैठे हैं, कुछ पूछना है, मन में कोई डाउट है, तो पूछ लेंगे, बेटर रहेगा. सामने सामने फीलिंग बेटर आती है.
सर जो कोस्ट का बात कर रहे थे, जैसे कि 2.5 to 2.75 लाख रुपीस अराउंड टोटल इसका कॉस्ट होगा सीपीए यूएस का.
देखिए, अगर एग्जैक्ट डॉलर में बात करें तो डॉलर में आज के दिन कॉस्ट क्या आ रहा है? तो दिखा देता हूँ।
वी कैन कन्वर्ट इट टू रुपीज, नो इश्यूज, मतलब में
हाँ
बहुत
नहीं,
स्मॉल
लेकिन
वेरिएशन होगा मे
स्पेसिफिक,
बी।
इफ वी टॉक स्पेसिफिक, इफ वी डोंट गो इनटू जनरल डिस्कशन कि भाई स्पेसिफिक कॉस्ट क्या है आज के दिन एज ऑन टुडे।
राइट सर।
एक सेकंड केवल, जस्ट 1 सेकंड, बिकॉज आई हैव नॉट सोन दैट अर्लियर। इवैल्यूएशन फीस है $225 नासबा को देना है।
राइट
इवैल्यूएशन मतलब आपको नासबा की वेबसाइट पे जाके एक फॉर्म भरना है, उसको भरने में आपका आधा घंटा लगता है, बहुत सारा डिटेल वो मांगते हैं। उसके साथ में आपका जितना भी कोर्स जो भी किया हुआ है, बीकॉम किया हुआ है, सीए किया हुआ है, वट एवर यू हैव डन, उसका ट्रांसक्रिप्ट आपको उस इंस्टीट्यूट से लेना पड़ेगा जहां से किया है, और वो ट्रांसक्रिप्ट को वहां पर अटैच भी करना है मेल में। जो फॉर्म भरेंगे, पेमेंट करेंगे $225, और साथ में उसको कुरियर भी करना होगा। कुरियर कंपलसरी नहीं, लेकिन कर देना चाहिए। तो कुरियर वगैरह करने का भी कुछ खर्चा 5-6 हजार रुपये आएगा, यूएस कुरियर करना है, और $225 तो वहां ऑनलाइन लगेगा। आपका ये इवेल्युएशन होगा, नासबा करके देगा। इवेल्युएशन करने में 1.5-2 महीना हो जाता है, 6 to 8 वीक्स हम लोग मान के चलते हैं। नासबा से कुछ और रिक्वायरमेंट भी आ सकता है, आपको वो डॉक्यूमेंट भी देना पड़ेगा। दैट विल टेक अराउंड 6 to 8 वीक्स टू कंप्लीट योर इवेल्युएशन। अब ये जरूर है कि इवेल्युएशन के टाइम पे आप अपना पढ़ाई चालू कर दीजिए, लेट दैट इट बी हैपनिंग ऑटोमेटिकली। फिर उसके बाद मान लीजिए आपने कोई ना कोई 56 स्टेट्स में से एक स्टेट सेलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। आपने सेलेक्ट किया कैलिफोर्निया, तो कैलिफोर्निया स्टेट का अलग से एप्लीकेशन फीस लगेगा। जब आपका अप्रूवल आ जाएगा तो आपको उस स्टेट का एक लाइसेंस फी पे करना पड़ेगा, विच इज 130। थोड़ा बहुत अलग अलग भी है, अलग अलग स्टेट का। फिर उसके बाद चारों एग्जाम है, चारों एग्जाम का एग्जाम फीस, और अगर आप यूएस में एग्जाम नहीं दे रहे हैं, इंडिया, दुबई, कहीं भी दे रहे हैं इंटरनेशनल, तो ये एग्जाम फीस में एक्स्ट्रा जुड़ जाता है। यूएस में एग्जाम देंगे तो जाने आने का पैसा इससे ज्यादा ही है भाई, तो बेटर है कि यहीं पर एग्जाम दे। तो टोटल में $3150 आ रहा है। आप $1 को अगर 85, 86 पकड़ते हो, वैसे 85.3 अभी रेट चल रहे हैं। जब आप पे करोगे क्रेडिट कार्ड से, वो 87, 88 ही लेगा सर, वो बोलने का बात। तो आपने ये बात करना है कि भैया 2,75,000, 3 लाख रुपया लगेगा। थोड़ा सा डॉलर डिप्रिसिएट हुआ है, लेकिन आपको अभी तो ये सारे पैसे देने नहीं है। दिस विल बी टेकिंग अराउंड 1.5 ईयर। तो ये पैसा हम लोग ऐसा बोलते हैं 3 लाख पकड़ के चलो सर, उतना माथा लगाने का नहीं है। अभी कंसीडर अराउंड 3 लाख। अब आता है, मान लीजिए हमारी ट्रेनिंग क्लासेस और मटेरियल, तो आप केवल मटेरियल में जाते हो, ग्लैम का मटेरियल 49, और केवल ट्रेनिंग क्लासेस में जाते हो 70, दोनों मिलाकर 99,000, यू कैन से 1 लाख। सो टोटल खर्चा 3+1 4 लाख के ऊपर नहीं जाएगा, अलॉन्ग विद द ट्रेनिंग क्लासेस।
ओके सर, राइट, गॉट इट, थैंक यू।
एनीथिंग एल्स किसी को पूछना है प्लीज भाई? So should we wind up? Yes, Rajkumar Somani, tell me. Your voice is not coming, Rajkumar. No issue. Thank you for joining this session and helping us to helping you. The purpose is to make you know what is their availability in EA and CPA, what you can achieve by doing that, and what will be the cost and duration to do the course, what are the opportunities, and giving you a feel how we will be teaching, because most important thing is the person who will be teaching, tutor. If the tutor is there, that means everything is best. If the tutor is not good, then koi cheez, because job, responsibility, all those things are, according to me, are secondary, because कुछ पढ़ेंगे, इन्वेस्टमेंट करेंगे, टाइम, पैसा, मनी, रिसोर्सेस, रिटर्न तो मिलेगा ही, आरओआई हाई है। किसको क्या रिटर्न मिलेगा, आई एम नॉट अ पर्सन हु कैन से, बिकॉज वो अपने ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। बट कोर्स करके फायदा है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, और हम आपको पूरी तरह से हर 360 डिग्री सपोर्ट करेंगे, नॉट ओनली विद द क्लासेस, मटेरियल, एवरीथिंग। वेयर एवर यू फाइंड प्रॉब्लम, वी विल बी देयर, बिकॉज दैट्स माई नेचर। कि एक बार अगर मान लीजिए कोई ने भी ज्वाइन किया, तो हम उसका हैट पहन लेते हैं भाई, कि हम उसके लिए जी जान लगा देंगे उसको आगे ले जाने में। वो बोलने के लिए नहीं है, यू कैन analyze this by comparing with others, because that you should be doing to start your course. And we will be giving our 500% to satisfy you wherever you are, whenever you are interested joining the course. नहीं भी ज्वाइन करते हो, जो डाउट है, we are always there. There is no problem कि आपको कोर्स ज्वाइन करना ही पड़ेगा. जो हम हेल्प कर सकते हैं जरूर हेल्प करेंगे. With that, thank you to all of you, and thank you, Samarth ji. You want to say anything?
Not as of now, but I just want to say one thing. Whenever you are planning to start, and whenever you are starting, just make sure about one thing, that what I always feel is, student once start and then they say that, okay, we are not getting a time to study. So once you are starting, just make sure that you will be doing it. Don't leave it in between, because
Yes.
there are many students, those who leave in between. So if you are planning, just go ahead and do it, because it is not as difficult as compared to the Indian courses, but it's not as simple as well.
Yes.
So just make sure when you are doing it, do it properly. You are giving a time, you are making a timetable, and accordingly you are doing. And I think, जैसे सर ने कहा, 1.5 years is the maximum time it will take, and you will become a global accountant. So CPA is one of the best course I would suggest to anyone. EA is also good, because if you want to become a tax expert, EA is also good. And again, CPA is like a chartered accountant only, so उससे ज़्यादा value किसी की नहीं है. So this is something I want to share from my side. And thank
Good
you so
stuff.
much, everyone.
Thank you, because as we said, we are thinking on two words: consistency and commitment.
Right.
If you are committed and you are consistent, you can do this. But if these two are missing, then don't start, don't waste your money, don't waste your resources. Better whatever you are doing is very good. No need to invest anything if you are not consistent and committed. So which is Samarth sir is also saying, I am also saying, and you all understand, you all are senior, nothing to say further. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Samarth ji. Thank you, everybody, for joining this session. Thank you. Tada.